and Xi just had their meeting, and the outcomes of that are somewhat less than greeting. There are suspicious, lackluster. We'll talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about this deal a little bit with the hospital situations in Iran. I'm not in Iran, in Gaza. We're going to talk a little bit about uh, quite a few little topics here, but not very, very long. Iran's stockpile of enriched nuclear materials and whether Iran will get directly involved with the war against Israel. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Hi, JoJo. There's a lot of stuff cooking, guys. And hey, New Days. So we're going to get into that. We're not going to be too late because we're starting late and I got to get up early and I'm having some challenges right now. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. All right, folks. So for the coffee club members, let me kind of get straight in the news and we'll come back in. Hey, Angie from back home. So we'll get back in here in a minute. Crazy John, how you doing here? Alrighty, folks, so we're going to go into this. I may have to repeat it because we don't have that many people in the room right now. It's kind of rough starting a live session and laying all your news out first, but that's what the morning crew want to hear. Okay, here's the deal. Biden and Xi Jinping supposedly made these great agreements, and they told each other all kind of stuff. Just told each other off. Seems kind of staged to me, guys. I don't know. So they each met their at-home political objectives by letting the other guy have it. So supposedly Biden lectured Xi on the Uyghurs in Tibet and Hong Kong human rights, which he should. And supposedly Xi told Biden no more arms to Taiwan. Now, do you think either one of those, if you believe any results are coming out of that, if you believe that's going to make some changes, then vote a 1 in the chat room. If you do not believe that's going to make a change, vote a 2. Let's see what y'all think. So, I'm personally not much in thinking changes here. There we go. That's how I am. Yeah, y'all not believing there's going to be any change that. Well, it gets even crazier than that. It gets crazier. Well, I'm glad to see you guys have your head on your shoulders. So how about this? Here's the biggie. Fentanyl. Okay, supposedly they've agreed to we'll have military communications. We'll restore communications. Our military can talk to each other. No, the missiles flying at you, that's not real. We're not bombing you. That's not an attack. It's just oops, we made a mistake. That was accidental. I mean, what good is going to come of that, huh? What good is going to come out of this military communications? Maybe it would let the replacement of Milli Vanilli. I meant shoot. I call him Milli Vanilli song. I can't even say his name. The general. Lord, I mean, now it is hitting me here. Anyway, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Our 5-star or 4-star general who was the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Oh, what is wrong with me? I've called him Milli Vanilli so many times I can't even say his name. Lord Almighty, getting brain locked, guys. But anyway, that's kind of a funny thing. Call somebody name so long, that's what sticks in your head sometimes. Anyway, hey, you're all good. Hey, good morning to you there, Juanita. So, here's the deal. Millie, Mark Milley. I want to call him Milli Vanilli. Anyway, so General Milley. Yeah, he's out on the outgo, but maybe his replacement can call Xi Jinping up, just like Milley said he was doing when Trump was president. So, which he had no business doing, right? Trying to step around the president of the United States. Oh, what's this about San? Let's see. It cleared up in San Francisco streets. Well, that's interesting there, Stray Kitten. All right, so here's the big question. Fentanyl. Supposedly, they got an agreement to control the production of fentanyl coming in the United States. I got an easy solution to that. The solution to that would be the same solution that would stop new members of sleeper cells from coming in the United States. That would be control our borders. I mean, that stuff would not be coming in if we clamped down real hard on the borders, right? How about we could control that unilaterally right here from the United States, irrespective of anything China's done, if we just controlled our borders. And we could control a lot of other things too if we did that, right? But no, let's go beg Xi. Could you tell your little boys over there to quit producing so much of this fentanyl that's taking out 107,000 Americans a year? Well, maybe bring it down to at least 80,000. What is this all about? Guys, if you believe that there's going to be a change in the amount of fentanyl coming in the United States as a result of these things, put a 3 in the chat room. If you're not buying it, put a 4 in. If you think that things are going to stay the same, I like to see a 4. They clear up the streets for his visit, Green Greg's. Yeah, oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, oh yeah, I saw that. They had to get the homeless out and a lot of other stuff. Yeah, so you got, hey Connie, yeah, you got, they just Arizona, you guys are not buying it. You guys are not buying it at all. Gee, yeah, you guys just don't think much of this meeting, do you? All for show. Well, Xi Jinping happened to be in the United States for this summit of 21 nations, the Pacific Asian Economic Summit of some sort. And so I guess they just had to meet. They just had to meet, right? Y'all are not seeing a lot of faith. China isn't the only country making fentanyl or its precursors. Well, that's true. I think India's involved in that a little bit too. But, most of it's coming from China to those drug cartels, from what I understand. But, yeah, if we control our borders, we can control that and a lot of other things. I'm not saying we shouldn't have immigration, but we should know who's coming in our nation. We should know. They should be vetted, right? I got Monday, didn't fill the thing. What? Hey, Michelle Young, thank you so much. Our borders are open and the enemy is just waltzing right on in. That is so true. Anyway, so Opium Wars 2.0. Yeah, well, yeah, we played a hand in that on the other way back, over 100 years ago, and shouldn't have been happening, should not have happened. But 2 wrongs does not make a right. That's one of the great modicums of wisdom I used to get from my dad. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Now, the thing is, you can go back on my channel and see my dad. He lived up to be 3 weeks shy, 99 years old, World War II vet. I got some videos of him, about maybe 3 or 4 videos of my dad where I interviewed him back before he passed away. So check those out if you get a chance. It's worth watching. So he had a lot of little pieces of. Mine's Saskatchewan. No, I'm not. Or were you in Saskatchewan? Maria. Where? No. Where are you? Mean where are you? No, I'm not Saskatchewan. Are you Canadian? Are you in Saskatchewan, Paul? I've never actually been to Saskatchewan. I've been to the Yukon Territory. That's the first place in Canada I ever went, was Yukon Territory. British Columbia and Alberta, and I spent a lot of time up in Ontario. And actually, I almost had a job offer in Quebec many years ago to work Canadian space program stuff as a sub to the Canadian Space Agency. The head of the Mobile Servicing System program in the Canadian Space Agency, Ken Kirkowicz at the time, was very fond of me. But they had to make the job offer to 2 expatriated Canadians before any foreigner, being an American, could take it at the time. And one of those guys accepted. And it might have been as well. I'm not sure how happy I'd have been in Quebec, where they only speak French. And je ne parle pas français. I don't speak any French. So yeah, I'm just not with it, guys. But I guess I'd have had to learn, right? Am I freezing up? Am I freezing, guys? I actually came to a site where it looked like I had good signal. I am on a trail road here, actually close to a regular highway, in the desert of northern Arizona, east of Snowflake. Anyway, All right, guys, so I'm not freezing up. That's good to know. Thank you. So, and President Potato Head. So let's move on to some other little items here. So, Iran. I've been really worried about Iranian sleeper cells, but I've said that Iran doesn't want to get directly in war with the United States because we could whip them in direct military conflict, and they know it. They could beat us in asymmetrical war, but it would be at some great cost to them, although they got a good chance. They'd probably survive it, but it still would be at some great cost. I had my issues on audio. Let's see. My TV. Okay, so it's on your side. All right, Patrick. So the Ayatollah Khomeini actually told Hamas leadership in a face-to-face meeting, apparently today, that they weren't going to go in directly and fight Israel. Of course, they're using all their proxies to do it, but they just says, hey, they're not joining them directly. So that may take some heat off. However, the counterpoint against that is that Iran now has a stockpile of enriched uranium that is 22 times higher than the limit permitted in that agreement they had back in 2015, the JOCPO, or what do they call it? Well, somebody's got some bright lights on their vehicle. Holy smoke. Must be a law enforcement or something. Yeah, I'm on a trail road where it just comes off of a major highway here. Might attract a little of attention sitting here in my van with a light on. You know, so you never know when somebody might pull up and go, what's going on? So, because I'm close to a traffic area. Anyway, but I was, I tried to do the video from where I did it last time. That was in a trail road where there's no traffic. But, yeah, I didn't want to get enough signal there tonight. So I didn't want to go back in town because I'm having some problems with my vehicle. The engine is not running smooth. She has got a skip, and she even lost power on me a little bit when I was in town earlier trying to go through an intersection. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And she's been a very strong engine. I've driven this thing across the United States, sans 2 states, Georgia and California, 5 times. Not bad for a $400 vehicle. It's 26 years old. Not bad for that, but you know, and not bad that I've lived in it for now, you know, over a month. I mean, direct time in the vehicle. I've lived in this vehicle for a month. Most of the last month, except for 3 days, I've been in this vehicle. 3 days I was back home in Alabama. So, and I got a couple more weeks in here, so I don't know, putting it in the shop is a bit risky because I got all my stuff in here. So what am I going to do, guys? I'm kind of in a pickle there. Pakistan has pledged that they'll provide Turkey any nuclear assistance should conflict spark off. Yeah, well, Pakistan has said that their nukes are Muslim nukes. They're not just Pakistani nukes. And the Taliban has pledged that they would fight, you know, the guys that we left all the stuff with, thanks to President Potato, they left all their stuff, you know, we left so much stuff there, the Taliban's stronger than they ever were. And so, you know, they're talking about, you know, taking that stuff over. So this war can still definitely accelerate. But with this deal where it's been announced by the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Association, that Iran has violated the limits of that 2015 agreement by 22 times for uranium enriched to 60%. Now, that's where they're at, allegedly. Some people, there was evidence, supposedly, of some uranium that was found was over 90%, according to some sources. Bear in mind, the little boy, the first atom bomb, first pure, I guess the only actual pure uranium bomb used, because the Fat Man had some plutonium in it. It was a plutonium bomb. The little boy was a uranium bomb. It was dropped on Hiroshima as the first atomic bomb ever used, and first nuclear weapon ever used in war. And it had uranium. It was a uranium bomb, and the uranium in it was only enriched to 80%. There's been all these people, oh, you got to enrich uranium to 90%, blah, blah, but no, no. Little boy, it was enriched to 80%. Now, supposing they go from 60 to 80% isn't that big of a deal, and even a little bit beyond. And according to some sources, Iran has enough fissile material at 60% to go forward and produce 3 nuclear devices. And some people, some sources, allege that Iran actually has up to 4 nuclear devices that are already in their possession. It came from Kazakhstan back when the Soviet Union fell apart. I don't know, guys. I heard that years ago from a really good source, and I was told at the time it was 2. But since I've heard, oh, that was true, but it was actually 4. I don't know, guys. I cannot substantiate that. I cannot verify that, but I've got it from separate, very reliable sources over the many years. Actually, decades now. I guess, a couple of decades. So, I don't know. It's very concerning. I'm using my laptop and my light today to get enough light, so in case a light fails, I got light. Unlike the other day. So we'll go through the chat here in a second. And let's see. 5 by 10 storage locker for a month. That might be a good deal. That might be a good deal. Maybe I should look into that, but I got to make sure I can keep paying it, because I don't know. I might get back in Alabama and might get stuck. Might be hard to get back out here for a couple of months. I'm also thinking about leaving this van in secure airport parking and flying home. And it costs like $35 for a month to leave this thing in secure airport parking. And they got cameras and lights and stuff at the Sholo airport. So I'm thinking about that. But I'll probably have to put my nugs somewhere else still. Taking them on to an airport? Nah, probably not. But anyway, so Rodney, how you doing, buddy? So Biden looks defeated for weeks. Yeah, so that's just it. That we had a meeting of a strong president, a strong national leader, strong man in Xi Jinping, and a weak man in Biden. So how's that going to work out? So you still have, I still have the school bus. I'm planning to use it like a U-Haul to move a lot of my personal stuff out here. If I was to have it finished out, I couldn't do that. And finishing it out costs money too. So I got to be real careful how I'm spending my pennies. I got to program them right now. So the bus, I cranked it up just before I left and come back here, turned on the lights inside, and it looks good. Sounds good. I think it'd be a good, reliable vehicle, and I do plan to drive it out here to load it up with stuff. That's the plans, at least for now, guys. So, and eventually I'll make it into a, something with more room than this van. I mean, my gosh, if you had claustrophobia, you cannot live in a van. Let me tell you. Ooh, it's tight back there. It is tight. When I go to bed, I got an inflatable mattress on top of a couch seat, and I've only got a couple of feet between me and the ceiling. It's tight. So if you were claustrophobic, you would not be a happy camper, I'm going to tell you that. And you got to move 4 things anytime you're hunting one thing. And believe it or not, it's easy, and as small as a van is, it's easy to lose stuff. It is so easy to lose things in this van, it's crazy. Doomsday bus, that's right. So I got a bug-out bus and a bug-out van. I'm the bug-out man with a bug-out plan, and I'm building me a bug-out house on my bug-out property. I'm living bug-out, and it's the time to live bug-out. If there's ever time to bug out, well, we're pretty close to it. So reason I bring this up with uranium is, even though Iran is talking that they're not going to join in directly with Hamas, we do know they're still supporting Hamas. They said they would pledge and continue to support Hamas, and Hezbollah and everybody else is firing at American troops. And this has provoked U.S. to say, hey, if this keeps up, we're going to fire back at you. But this uranium thing is what makes Israel want to hit Iran. Can Israel hit Iran right now when they're all tied up with Hamas? Now, see, this whole thing might have been a ploy by Iran to start with, and to enable them to get their nuclear material by getting Israel so tied up with Hamas that they wouldn't want to strike Iran, so that Iran could finish the job and get their nukes. Then once they got their nukes, they're going to think, hey, nobody's going to mess with us. So I don't know, guys. I still think China may have a hand in this, because the more involved we are in other places, the less attention we can put on to Taiwan. So both Iran, if Iran actually doesn't go straight into it and uses their proxies to pester us at this time until they get their nukes, then, who knows, they might do it then Iran stands to win, especially with the president trying to give them $10 billion right now. You know, we got a president trying to pump $10 billion into Iran. And he's up Neville Chamberlain was considered the big appeaser, right? He claimed world peace after he met with Hitler and on the brink of World War II. I think the President Potato Head makes Neville Chamberlain look like a war hawk. He makes him look like Lindsey Graham or Richard Blumenthal. Oh my gosh, guys. Anyway. Yeah, cha. I hear you. So yeah, it could be a big diversion. There's a lot of diversions going on right now, a lot of plays being made. I think we're still seeing the chess pieces being moved into World War III, but nobody wants it on their head until they get everything, their ducks in a row. And right now we got two aircraft carrier strike groups staring down straight at Iran from the Gulf of Oman. We've got one in the Red Sea. We got one in the Mediterranean. We got a lot of forces over in the area. So they go, man, do we want to do it right now, or we want to wait a little bit? So we might get a little time. So guys, when you got time, get your preps in order. Take advantage of it. I've always had an old saying, it's you better get it while the getting is good. And look at me, I'm disrupting my life. I've been living in the desert in a van. I'm a man in a van down by the wash for some time now, because I'm taking this serious, guys. And I also got some personal economic challenges, but I'm taking this serious. That's why I'm doing it. I'm taking this really, really seriously. I'm watching cars go by. Keep an eye on everybody out here. You have to stay situationally aware. Keep an eye on everybody. And that's what I do. If you ever see me out in the woods, I'm always looking around. And I do that subconsciously. It's not something I'm consciously doing. It's just what I do. I'm always checking things out and looking around. Knowing what's going on around you is a very vital thing, guys. I got a friend who, he told me one day, his name is Ronnie LaJoy. Now, I'm not advocating UFOs here. You've seen my videos where I put out on my Galactic Greg's channel, which I said are not from space. You know what? The head of the UFO program from the Pentagon just pretty much said the same thing. And he said, and that's the bad news, because that means there's something even more maniacal cooking down here in the world, apparently. So, Neville had successfully maneuvered Tashman into a position of compliance. He even backed down and offered some reasonable offers of an extraterritorial highway with Poland. Wow, he got more out of Mustache Man than President Potato Head's getting out of Xi Jinping. Wow. Anyway, we're going to cut back on fentanyl production. Oh yeah. Let's wait and see how that turns out. So here's the deal. The deal is that, Iran is still sponsoring all these groups. These groups are still firing on us. There was something like 48 attacks last count I had on Americans. We've got people on our side says they will hit Iran. We got our forces out there. We've got, Senator John McCain's widow and Senator Lindsey Graham and Richard Blumenthal, chafing at the bit, wanting to strike Iran. It could still happen. And if it happens, those sleeper cells here in the United States would probably be activated. Let's hope we got the breather. Let's hope we got a little space and that don't happen immediately. Let's hope we got time to get ready, folks. That's what it's all about. Get ready. Take advantage of every opportunity you have to get ready and be prepared, and pray that for some reason this don't happen. I think I'm going to do a video. I'm tempted to do a video and address it straight to any member of the sleeper cells and tell them why they should not want to do what it is they're set out to do. If y'all think that's a good idea, put 5 in the chat room. Should I do a video directed to sleeper cell members? So guys, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do it. And explain to them why they don't want to do it. And the biggest reason would be those stinking nuclear fuel rod pools that put radiation around the world, back to their homeland. And a lot of them are living here. If you think I shouldn't do it, put a 6 in the chat room. I see a 5. So somebody's saying I should. There's a couple of 5s. 5s. Oh, Juanita says no, I shouldn't. All right, Juanita, why not? Most people are saying I should. Just Arizona says no. Okay, Just Arizona, if you don't think I should, tell me why. They won't care. They won't care. Well, at least I'll give them something to think about, maybe. Uday says no. Wow. All right, Kitty Viking says no. You can't reason with fanatics. Well, there's that. There's always that. Maybe a couple of them are sitting on the fence, though. Maybe we can soften the impact of all this craziness. A lot of them. Hey, JoJo, she says no, 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 no. Some of them have moved here and brought their families here. They're actually living here. They want to do that since they're living here. Some of them have, of course, there's those young ones, the young bucks. But, you can say, hey, look, you do this, you bring it down our house, and the radiation from our spent fuel rods is going to cook your family back home. I don't know. There are a ton of them in social, and they've been here for decades. Greg, it wouldn't be taken as a threat. It would be taken as a threat. You'd be one to get in trouble. Oh. So I'd be painting a target on my back. Do you think maybe I've already got a target on my back because I talk about them? Maybe I've already got a target on my back. That's one reason I stay situation aware. That's one reason I got nugs in my lap as I speak. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, sir. You never know when somebody's going to do something stupid. You never know when somebody's going, there he is, just where we wanted him. There he is. Anyway, so let's hope none of that happens. But it's just part of preparedness. That's all. Part of preparedness. Sounds a little zany. Maybe it is. But, always be ready for whatever might come, for the worst. Rodney's laughing. Plenty of FSB as well. All right, we got some people laughing. That's good. We are deep in the kimchi pot. Amen to that. I believe you're right there, Tom. I believe you're right. You need to get a dog. Hey, Just Arizona. Just Arizona, where you at? Yeah, I probably do need to get a dog, but I got to wait till I'm somewhere full time before I bring a dog into the picture. Or at least have a way to take the dog around with me. Don't get a dog. 2 dogs or what? Don't get a dog or 2. Dogs are handy. Wait. Dogs are handy. Well, Met Furry, you kind of contradicting yourself. Don't get a dog, but dogs are handy. Avondale. Okay, how close is Avondale to where I'm at? Snowflake. Anyway, might catch up, meet up one day. If there's anybody in the chat that's close enough that you want to help me raise some walls here Saturday, holler at me. I'm going to give you an email, but don't email this for any pearls of swine. There you go, Stray. Kidding. You never know. Might be 1 or 2 of them sitting on the fence, but putting a target on. I'm already talking about them. I'm the first YouTuber, as far as I know, that started talking about sleeper cells, and new YouTubers come on and talk about them and get 100,000 views. Oh yeah, I'm losing subscribers. I'm losing subscribers hand over fist. Have been for over a month. I think I lost 10 today. It's like, really? Wow, my subscriber rate's going. Now, I know some of you guys have told me you were unsubscribed. So a lot of people do get unsubscribed. So always check back, make sure you're subscribed, and recheck the notification bell. Sometimes you got to rebang them. I've had to rebang notification bells and resubscribed a few. The channels that YouTube is not so fond of myself. But I think I'm probably on one of the top priorities of channels they're not exactly fond of. So help me out, guys. Share my videos too. Does anyone remember in the early 2000s when there were terrorists found in Oregon training on our land? Oh gosh, they've been all over. They've been all over, Widow. They are all over the country. You were 1,000 miles away in Alabama. You're even farther now. What, Tom? Even farther than where you at, Tom? All right, these cells were just waiting for the call. I pray they choose life. Amen to that. Amen. Out west is far away. Far, far away. Let's see. 500. Remember that song, 500 Miles, that train song? 500 miles when the day is done. 500 miles, 500 miles. I don't remember the words of that song. It was one of those real old haunting country songs I used to love. Anyway, 1,200 miles just to the south, just to South Dakota. Hey, drops. So someone filmed a bunch of migrants in a national park here in Arkansas. Yeah, I've been hearing stuff like that, guys. I've been hearing stuff like that. And you think the Park Service don't know? Okay, guys. If you think the Park Service don't know these guys are there, put a 7 in the chat room. If you guys think the Park Service knows quite well they're there, put an 8 in the chat room. Let's see what y'all think about that. What do y'all think? Jason, I'd love to see the intel on that nuclear power rocket. We had a plane up there watching that test. Yeah, everybody thinks they know. Okay, except Widow. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I think they know that they are and trying to keep it a secret. Ooh. Stress less 7, says Stephen Irwin. I heard they're trying to tell them to go live there. Ooh, not good. Not good. Nicht so good. That's kind of sort of German. Let's see. We're just rats in a maze, says Tom. Yeah, Starship to go launch on Friday. I hope that thing flies true and don't blow up Boca Chica. Anyway, let's hope that the water system they got works. But I still think they're cutting corners. Will it work? We'll see soon. We'll see soon. I've gone 500 miles when the day is done. Yeah, I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. That's it. That's it. That's worrisome. You better run. That's a great song. I love that song. Walmart. Yeah, everything's far apart out here. It takes a lot of gas, and gas in Arizona is expensive. It's the most expensive gas I've ever bought anywhere is here in Arizona. Well, relatively speaking, in the last couple of decades, I guess probably Yukon Territory is the most expensive gas I ever bought, for the time. Yeah, that was high up there way back when. Good morning, America. How are you? Don't you know I'm your native son? Climbed aboard the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Arlo Guthrie, yeah, City of New Orleans. Beautiful song, Patrick. It's a beautiful song. Hope I don't get a strike for word and mouth in it. Gosh, this channel will give you hits of the craziest stuff you wouldn't believe. Oh, my hand's getting numb from holding this phone. How long have I been on here? We've been here 34 minutes. So that's some of the stuff cooking. Super volcanoes. Maybe I should do that in a separate video. I didn't mention anything about super volcanoes in this. That might be a good topic for tomorrow. There's some news on super volcanoes, especially that baby in Europe, Campi Floregi, that is a bit disconcerting about a very frequent major eruptions at Mexico Yellowstone. We'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. We'll save that topic. And also, I am looking into the topic, the prospects for sleeper cells to hit our nuclear silos. And if y'all remember, I had a gentleman on my channel back in March of 2022, Jay Blocker. He was running for governor of Minnesota, and he was a missileer. He was from a missile site. So I just texted him. Hopefully he'll reply. I'd like to talk to him. Who knows, maybe even interview him. Although I'm not really set up to do an interview computer-wise and lights-wise unless I maybe rent a hotel room. But it might be worth it to talk with him. So to interview him if he's up for that. If he replies. Well, we got another super chat. Who gave me a super chat? Rodney. Oh, thank you, Rodney, for a coffee. Man, I've been buying a lot of coffee out here. I've been buying almost everything I eat and drink. It's been expensive on me. So thank you, Rodney. I appreciate that. So Rodney and Michelle, thank you both for the super chats we've had so far tonight. Y'all are awesome. Rodney also sends me some of his handiwork. I got a knife. A beauty, too. I think I got it down here close to me. Let's see. Find it by feeling around. Ooh, is that it? That's a different one. It's close. It's close. Somewhere. I can't find it by feel. Anyway. Hey, I'm armed to the teeth. To the teeth. So, widow is a terrifying thought for sure. Oh, widow. What's up, Cha-Cha? So, Michelle says, did you hear about the government voting for control over the internet today? Oh, yeah, I tried to get, yeah, they may shut us down. They may shut us down. They really may. It's all about controlling political opinion and mainly making people like us where we can't talk. They'll let the left say anything. Oh, yeah, they can talk gross attack language, all kind of nasty stuff, anything they want to say. But on this side of the spectrum, oh no, you can't even say nice things. Holy smoke. Anyway, we'll see where it goes. I hope it don't go there. I may have to, yeah, it would affect all platforms, including Rumble. It would even affect what you can put on a website, probably. So there's a lot of platforms have created websites so they can, be themselves, but that too may be a challenge. I don't know where all that'll go. We'll just have to send smoke signals. I don't know, guys. So I might have to just stop talking fuzzy little bunny rabbits. And maybe I'll come up with a Morse code. Yeah, we'll do Morse code. And it'll be how many times a rabbit taps its foot. That'd be a hard way to get communications out, wouldn't it? Why in Nashville or direct energy? Oh, I don't know, guys. If the freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we will be led like sheep to the slaughter. George Washington, amen. Amen. He was exactly right. Blink your eyes. All right, that might be it. Start with the eye blinking. Oh my gosh, they'd figure it out though. Holy guac smoke and moly, guys. We're losing our country. We're losing everything. That's why I started Freedom Restoration Foundation. But geez, there's just too many things to tend to that's coming at us from every angle. Too many things to tend to. I'm trying. And that's why we also got our Survival Tribe Network, and you check it out if you've not joined it. And right now, guys, definitely you need to get your preps going. Go to check out prepwithgreg.com. Prepwithgreg.com. There's specials there. You better look at it. You better get them while the getting's good. I said that was my philosophy early on. So really thinking about it. And then they want to put out the CBDCs on us. We got a lot of challenges right now. Economically, some sources are claiming that we only got 20 years at best before the wheels fall off the train and we can't service the interest on our debt. But we may not make it to there because people don't want to buy our treasury bonds. People don't want to buy our debt anymore. So this train may come screeching to a halt sooner than later. Hey, Samuel Turner! Thank you. Salute to you. Salute to Michelle Young. Salute to Rodney and Samuel Turner. Let's see what Samuel said. Joining the chat late, America has essentially stopped immigration for nearly 30 years between 1920 and 1950. Stop it again. Amen, it could. Biden is corrupt and senile to the point of being as smart as a dog. Don't disparage dogs like that.